Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the class of accounting. In last lecture, we have learned how to solve question number 4. In today's lecture, we are moving towards the question number 5, which is our concern question. It's our question to which we have to give our full focus. So move towards the accounting. Open the door. You can see two people are standing outside the door of accounting, and we also standing with them, and it's required to open the door. So open the door of accounting and do magic. So let's do magic and move to question number 5. Why he is thinking, and why that person is looking to the question mark? Because there are some points which are required to be clear before moving towards our question. That's the reason that person is looking towards the question mark. I'll just put that image in this point because you can know, or you are aware that there are some points of concern before moving towards the question. So what are that specific points? Have a look on it. First one is traveling salesman salary and commission. What is this? This is expense allocation table. I taught you people that in start of questions, you are not required to memorize anything or have the questions in which every allocation will be given. What's mean by this? Actually, I want to say that in starting question, how the expenses will be distributed between departments is described. Suppose there are some expense, traveling expense, the question will show you that how much amount of traveling expense is related to department A and how much amount of traveling expense is related to department B. But in upcoming questions, you have to memorize this table, because in the upcoming question you will find there is no allocation of expense will be given to you. Expenses will be given to you and the questions, and you have to distribute that expenses according to the table which is appearing on the screen. So what? We will have to memorize? No, ma'am. No. It's not an easy task. How can we do so? It's just so much so much headings in this table. And if I'm going to memorize this table, so how can I solve the question? Because my whole concentration will be towards this table. So don't worry. Don't take any tension. It's not as difficult as it's seen. How it is possible? You look at the question or look at the table. First one, traveling, salesman, salary and commission. Traveling is expense which mostly related to sales. Whenever you people do sales, you have to do some traveling. So whenever you find traveling expense of salesman or salesman salary or commission of salesman, it will be distributed according to the sales of each department. It is just a common sense. There is no need to memorize this table. Being a human, being a student of a commerce, being a student of accounting, and at this stage, when you are a student of BS 8th semester, so I hope it is clear to you people. Sales of each department means the expenses related to sales will be distributed according to the sales of departments. Look at that. Traveling salesman. Traveling salesman means salesman traveling, salesman salary, salesman commission. So obviously it will be distributed on the basis of sales of each department, which will be given to you in the question. Okay ma'am, it's clear. Thanks. But what about selling expense? Wait. Selling expense? You don't think selling expense is related to sales? Yeah, salary expense is basically expense which are incurred when we are doing sales. So, if there are any selling expense available in the question, you will distribute that selling expense according to the sales of each department. Okay, after sales services is most related to sales in every organizations. Often you find many organizations provide after sales services. Why they are doing so? Because they want to increase their sale. They want to promote their sales. So after sales services is the expense which is related to sales. That's the reason after sale services expense will be distributed among departments, department A or B or X or Y or whatever, department 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, but it will be distributed according to the sales proportion. Okay, discount allowed. What do you think? Discount allowed is related to sales or purchase? Discount allowed. You are allowing discount to your customers. So when you are allowing discount to your customers, so obviously it is related to sales. Freight outwards. Freight means karaya. Freight outwards. Out means you are moving something outside the organization. So outside means you are doing sales. So again sales. So obviously if there are expenses which are related to sales, so that expenses will distribute it among department according to their sale proportion. If any department doing more sale, they will incur more after sales services expense. They will incur more discount expense. They will incur more freight outward expense. They will incur more salesman salary and commission. They will face more provision for discount on debtors. What's mean by discount on debtors? Debtors are related to sales. You are providing discount to debtors to encourage, to motivate them to buy your products, to increase your sales, to promote your sales. So that's the reason that expense is related to sales, and it will be distributed according to the sales proportion of each department. And the left one, our sales manager salary, the manager of sales. So obviously how much sales a department is doing is mean that manager is a person who is incurring his whole efforts for that organization. Means department A has more sales as compared to department B, so department A manager is entitled of more salary as compared to department B. Hope so it will be clear to you people. Hurrah! Wait, don't be so happy. There are some more items. Oh, what are that? Did we have to memorize it? No, don't worry. You don't have to memorize it. You have to remember. No. You don't have to remember. You have to make yourself clear. You have to make your concept clear. How is it possible? Look at the expenses. Rent, rates, and taxes. Taxes are paid on the property. Rent and rates are paid on the property. Rents paid for the building, rent paid for the land where you are living, which you are using for your business. So rent, rates and taxes will be distributed according on the basis of area or value of floor space, means according to the area occupied by each department. If department A has more area, then he will pay more rent. भाई आप एक कमरे में रह रहे हैं तो आप एक कमरे का किराया देंगे, लेकिन अगर आप एक पूरे घर में रह रहे हैं तो फिर आप पूरे घर का किराया देंगे. That's the basis that rent, rates and taxes will be distributed. Air conditioning expenses. मेरे पास छोटा सा रूम है, एयर कंडीशनिंग के ऊपर जो मैं एक्सपेंसेस करूँगी इट विल बी लेस एज कम्पेयर टू दैट पर्सन हु हैज़ अ ह्यूज ऑक्युपाइड रूम. So the same will be applied. If department A or B having air conditioning expenses, it will be distributed according on the basis of area or value of floor space. Heating. भाई आपका एक छोटा सा 2 मरले का घर है, उस पे हीटिंग एक्सपेंस ज़्यादा होंगे या एक बंगले पे, ऑब्वियसली ऑन अ लार्ज ऑक्युपाइड एरिया. सो the same rule will be applied to heating. Third one is lighting. How we can distribute lighting expense on the basis of area? No. How is it possible? I have only one room, but I just put one light, and my neighbor have more smaller room as compared to me, but he put 6 to 7 lights for his beauty parlor. So who will pay more? That one. That's the reason lighting expense will be distributed according on the basis of light points. Next one, insurance on stock. How we distribute insurance on stock? You are paying insurance expense on the basis of stock. Insurance on stock. You are paying insurance expense on the basis of stocks. That's the reason average stock. You will distribute insurance on stock on the basis of average stock carried by that department. Insurance on building. Obviously, how much building the department have? Area. If a department have a small building, so he will pay less insurance expense. But if department B have a large occupied building, then obviously he will pay more. Okay, insurance on plant and machinery. Insurance is an expense. It is incurring by the organization, but if it's on stock, you will distribute on the basis of its average stock. If it's on building, you will distribute on the basis of area. If it's on plant and machinery, you will distribute it on the basis of the value of plant and machinery. Okay, group insurance. It based on your wages, your direct wages, which people are directly involved in the purchases. So how much wages your organization is paying? Direct wages. We are concerned towards the direct wages. So your group insurance premium will be distributed on the basis of direct wages. If any department have more direct wages, it means they have more people and more group insurance required to be paid by that department. Power. Obviously, working hours people are working. If they are working for more time, more power will be consumed. If they are working less power will be consumed. Depreciation or repair or renewal. So depreciation are either we are talking about repair or renewal. These both expenses are basically related to say asset. These both expenses are basically related to asset. So obviously we will distribute this expense on the basis of the value of asset on each department. Canteen expense and labor welfare. Canteen and labor welfare, these both expense, if you concentrate, is basically related to your employees. So if any department have more employees, more canteen expenses that department have to be bared, and more labor welfare expenses that department have to be bear. It's totally journal. If a department have only limited amount of employees, there will be no much more expenses of canteen and welfare as compared to other department which have more people. Worker manager salary. Work manager salary. Sales manager salary will be distributed according on the basis of sales, and work manager salary will be distributed according on the basis of time spent. How much time he spent in department A will pay him salary according to that time. How much time he spent in department B will pay it according to that time. Carriage inward. I don't think that I am required to define carriage inward. Carriage outward, related to sales. Carriage inward. You are moving goods into the organization. So inward is related to purchases of the department. Hope so. No need is left to memorize this table. Now you will be looking at this. Wow. Agreed. Wonderful. Excellent. We are clear about this table. No need to memorize the table. So it's a time to move towards the question and have a practical view that either it is a working, we have make our concept clear, we are clear about the table, we are ready to apply the table in a practical question. So move towards the practical question. Mr. S and corporation has two departments. You are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account for each department. Mr. S and Co is the name of the organization. It has two departments. You are required to prepare trading and profit loss account for each department, means for each department, columnar, for the year ended 31st March 2001. On a basis of the following information, opening stock will appear on the debit side of the trading account 25,000 for department A and 20,000 for department B. Purchases is 2,30,000 for department A and 1,90,000 for department B appear on the debit side of the trading account. Sales 6,33,000 for department A, 4,92,000 for department B, and it will appear on the credit side of the trading account. Sales return, the same as we have done in the last question. Deduct sale return from the sale, but no need to prepare or draw separate column for it. You will do it in the same column by putting bracket signs on it. Closing stock 30,000 and 18,000 will appear on the credit side of the trading account. Wages 80,000 for department A and 60,000 for department B appear on the debit side of the trading account. Why? Because it's related to purchases. Why? So funny, huh? Anyhow, salaries will appear on the debit side of the profit and loss account, and you can see it's already distributed, 40,000 for department A and 25,000 for department B. But there are some other expenses. Rent 15,000, electricity 6,000, depreciation 18,000, selling expense 8,000. Oh, what we have to do? They didn't show how much amount of these expenses are related to department A and how much expenses of these amounts are related to department B. Look at that, sir. He is saying, wait. Don't worry. There are some relevant information. Light points. Electricity will be distributed on the basis of light points. Done? Okay, value of asset. Depreciation will be distributed on the basis of value of asset. Floor area. Rent will be distributed on the basis of floor area. And selling expense will be distributed on the basis of net sales. You have to deduct sale return from the sales and take net sales. Hope so. Up till this position, you can easily prepare proportion. What's mean by proportion? If you are required to make a proportion of light points, how will you do so? 18 plus 9. What it is? Hope so you're done. 18 by 27 and 9 by 27. You will distribute electricity on the basis of this proportion. Value of asset 15 and 20. Floor area 3 and 2. Sales will be calculated after deducting sales return. Move towards the solution. Again, there is a so cute smiley face. Oh, I am so happy that question is clear to me, and I'm so excited to solve my question because I already know how to solve the question. I already know opening stock, purchases, wages will appear on the debit side, and net sales and closing stock will appear on the credit side of the trading account on their specific columns. Look at this. It's a trading account. It's a department 1 and department 2. They didn't mention any name. Either department A, department B, X, Y, A, Z. So they just imaginary put department 1 and department 2. You can see opening stock is written on the debit side of the trading account as it is, and you have added it so. Purchases also appear on the debit side. Wages also appear on the debit side in their respective columns. And in the last, we have make addition. 25 plus 20 is equal to 40,000. 23 plus 19 is equal to 42,000. 80,000 plus 60,000 is equal to 1,40,000. And sales, they give you the net amount. Sales return already deducted from it. Net sales is appearing on department 1 and department 2 on the credit side, and closing stock is appearing on the credit side of the trading account, and they have done just addition. 63,000 plus 4,90,000 is equal to 1,12,000. 11,20,000. The closing stock 30,000 plus 18,000 is equal to 48,000. Now the next step is to calculate the gross profit. So you just take 6,30,000 plus 30,000, you will get 6,60,000. You will deduct whole expenses, deduct 25,000, deduct 2,30,000, deduct 80,000, and you will get the gross profit for department 1 is 3,25,000. Next is department 2, 4,90,000 plus 118,000, you will get 5,08,000. You will deduct 20,000, 19,000, 60,000. You will get gross profit of 2,38,000 for department B. The same will be applied to the total. Add these two amounts and deduct the whole amount, and you will get the gross profit of 5,63,000. These three amounts will be moved on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Oh, now it's a time to distribute our expenses. Salary expense will be distributed on the basis of sales. You can see sales 6,30,000 and 4,90,000. So 6,30,000, 4,90,000. If we simplify it, you will get 9 and 7. And if you are required to make the proportion, you will get 9 by 16 and 7 by 16. You will distribute the salary expense, which is 65,000, on the basis of 9 by 16 and 7 by 16. How it is? 65,000 multiply 9 divided by 16 is equal to 40,000. 65,000 multiply 7 divided by 16 is equal to 25,000. Next one is rent, which is 15,000. It will be distributed on the basis of Rent will be distributed on the basis of area occupied, and it's 300 and 200. So do it, simplify it, you will get 3 and 2, and if you make a proportion, you will get 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. So 15,000 multiply 3 divided by 5, you will get 9,000. Again 15,000 multiply 2 divided by 5, you will get 6,000. Okay, next is electricity expense. Electricity expense will be distributed on the basis of light points. So light points are 18 and 9, and already mentioned you in the last image. 18 by 27 and 9 by 27 is the proportion to distribute your electricity expense, which is 6,000. So how you will do so? 6,000 multiply 18 divided by 27 is equal to 40,000, and 6,000 multiply 9 divided by 27 is equal to 2,000. Next one is depreciation. Depreciation will be distributed on the basis of assets 1,50,000 and 1,20,000. And if you simplify it, you will get 15 and 12. 15 and 12. So you will distribute and make a proportion accordingly. Selling expense will be distributed on the basis of sales, and it was already salary. I was considering it as selling expense. It was not selling expense. Salary is already given in the question. So salary expense will be distributed on the basis of 9 by 16 and 7 by 16. Last step. Take a gross profit of department 1 and deduct whole expenses of department 1, and you will get gross profit 257500. Same will be applied to department 2 and total And this was the question. So happy you are, cause it's much more easier as compared to other question. I think so. It's my thinking, it's my feeling. The person which you can see in that image, it's me. I'm so happy, so relaxed. I'm sitting in front of electronic device and now I'm so feeling happy and relaxed that my students are cleared, and it's my opinion that my students are cleared and no point is left for my students. But it's still, if you have any query, if you have any problem, if you think that you are stuck anywhere in this question, please feel free to ask from me in the comment section. I'll give you a reply and I will try my best to include your description or include your answer of your question in the upcoming videos. So be hurry. I'm now at this point like this, but I don't know either you are having the same feeling as I have or not. So please have a request to ask in the comment section to let me know either you are feeling like me or not, and subscribe to my channel to have access to upcoming videos. And you have no problem in the questions. That question was so simple and easy. The only thing which we are in need to concern is that table. But still have any problem, please ask in the comment section. Thank you. It's very nice to meet you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.